In this video we will model and texture this iPhone 16 Pro Max, and you guys also learn a lot of modeling tactics in this video, so stick till the end. Let's just get started. So here we are in the Blender. Just press A and delete everything. And first of all we add some references for model iPhone. You can Google for references. So let's start it. Go to orthographic view first. Shift A, image and reference. First I will add front and also for side image reference. So scale it up to match the reference like this. I will move on x-axis and scale it up more to just match the reference. Rotate on z-axis 90 degree, and let's first add plane and rotate on x-axis. Just scale it up and carefully match with the reference just like this. And now scale on z-axis like this. So first of all we need this curved shape. So what I do for this, I go to edit mode by select plane and add some loop cuts here. Just press Ctrl R and scroll up the mouse wheel to add some couple of loop cuts. You will add loop cuts like square, not like this stretch squares. So make sure to add it's in proper squares like this. So when you add loop cuts, just press A to select all, right click and subdivide. So go to orthographic view and see from where the curve start, like from this to this. 1 2 3 4, or these are only 3. So let's match the words according to the reference. Press G and shift Y. Just exclude y-axis because the y-axis move backward and forward, so we move only on z-axis and x-axis. For this just press G to move and press shift Y to exclude the y-axis and match the reference like this. And also pick this and move down like this. And for this just press double G to edge slide, enable and move little like here. I think this is not fully matched. Just press A and scale up on x-axis like this. And on Z just press SZ and scale up like this. So we finally align. So again move this, pick this, again move this and pick this, press double G to edge slide like this. So here's our rounded corners. Go to face select mode and go to wireframe mode by press shift Z, or I click here and just select this part, and on x-axis this part, and just delete. Press delete and faces. Before we duplicate to other sides, just make sure this pivot point on the origin point of this mesh. So for this just go to object mode, select this and press shift S. This panel appear and hover the mouse cursor to select it, so it move on the origin point here. Now go to edit mode, press A and shift D and make sure your point is set to 3D cursor. Press shift D, SX -1 and same, press A, select all and shift D, SZ -1 and press A, press M and merge by distance, so it merge all the vertices. Now we have the simplest shape of the iPhone. For thickness, match this mesh with the thickness with this reference. Go to orthographic view, go to edit mode. So we see where's our mesh. Press G and Y will move on y-axis. Press E to extrude on y-axis. Press E and Y on y-axis like this. Here's our rough shape of iPhone 16 Pro Max. Just right click and shade auto smooth, or you also shade smooth. But with shade smooth you go to this shading artifacts. Go to edit mode, press A to select all and press shift N to correct the normals. Now it's okay. Go to edit mode because there's a little stretch faces I see. Press Ctrl R to add loop cut here and right click. So I shift this to auto shade smooth because I prefer this. Shade auto smooth is more better. So here's our rough shape. Now I add the side buttons. Before making these buttons, just go to edit mode, select all and press right click and subdivide. So we have enough geometry to make the buttons. Select these faces, press I to insert little bit like this and go to edge select mode. Select these edges and press double G to edge slide mode, enable and move exactly like this. Same for this, like this. Now select all these faces and just press and delete. Now what I do, just simply select these edges, hold alt and left click by mouse and press shift S and cursor to select it to place cursor in the middle, and let's count how much vertices we need. 1 2 3 4 and 4 there, 8 vertices. So press shift A and add circle with 8 vertices and press R Y 90 degree and scale it down like this. Go to wireframe mode and also make sure this exactly inside these edges. So move above like this, and here just go to edit mode and select these edges and press X and delete edges. We just need these. Press A to select these edges so our cursor is in the middle. Go to 3D pivot point 3D cursor and press shift D S Z -1. So we place this here. Just move above this. Select the iPhone. Go to edit mode and make sure you own the snapping, and here you select vertex. Now go to vertex select mode. Select this vertex and press G and hover here. It's same for this, and for this. Move right here, same for this right here, and we do the same for here. Just select this, move there, move there, move there, move there, move there, just like this. And now just delete this circle and off the snapping. Just go select the iPhone, go to edit mode. So move this vertex little up, make the shape better like this, little down like this. So go to edge select mode, select all and extrude on x-axis and just press F to fill, and also select these edges by hold alt and left click and make 2 segments of bevel. Press Ctrl B to add bevel. Before bevel, just select this iPhone, press Ctrl A and apply scale. Now go to edit mode, press Ctrl B and bevel. Scroll up the mouse wheel and add 1 segment. Just click, open the bevel properties and make this shape value to 1 and select this face and press I to insert this and go to orthographic view and just press E to extrude on local Z axis. So here's our button. Just press Ctrl B to bevel also this with shape value 1 and you are good to go. And turn on the subdivision modifier. So here's our button. I will make volume up, down and the action button, but I didn't want to show these buttons. It's same like we create previous one. After I will be back. So I added these buttons. This one I will show you, and this new camera button and also seam slot and these 3 buttons. Let's sharp the iPhone edges. Go to edit mode and hold alt and left click to select the edge loops. So let's bevel with 1 segment, Ctrl B and 1 segment like this, and that's it. So let's make this here C-type charger shape and speaker and mic. So first of all I add reference. First we add this C-type charger shape, then we make these holes. First of all this is same like these buttons, but let me show you how it correctly we make this. Just select this face and do this. Just press I to insert and just match the reference thickness like this. Move little up, sorry, on y-axis like this. And for this one we simply scale down on x-axis like this. So for rounded corners, first we delete these faces, press X and delete faces. So hold alt and left click and select the edges loop and select this and shift control and left click here. So we select 4 edges only, so it means we need 8 vertices corner, 4 for there and 4 for there. So hold alt and left click and press shift S and cursor to select it to place a cursor in the middle, and then press shift A and add circle with 8 vertices. So scale it down like this and make sure your circle is within this edge loop and move left to here. Just select the iPhone, press tab to go to edit mode and just zoom and match accordingly like this and scale it up little like this. So on this snapping and make it to vertices and go to vertex select mode and place this, press G and snap here like this. Also select this, snap here, select this and snap to here, and also delete these vertices, press X and delete vertices. Then go to edge select mode, hold alt left click to select this, set the viewer 3D cursor, press shift D, duplicate S, X and -1 to place it there. Select this edge, move there, or select this edge first, move right there, select this to snap there, select this, snap this there. So go to object mode and hide this circle, line this correctly with this one. Just select this vertex and press shift S and cursor to select it. Go to I select mode, select and hold control shift, make sure to off the snapping and make it to increment, and press S X and scale it down by holding control. So we know how much increment we do here, just 1, 2 and 3. And same for this one, just select this vertex, cursor to select it, select this and press control shift and click here. And same for this one, press S X and hold control and snap back like this. And again press hold alt and left click to select all the edges, press shift S and cursor to select. So this is our shape of this charging port. Let's select this edge and press E to extrude and S to scale down little bit like this, and also scale down to match the thickness of this. Like here's thickness is than this, press S Y, match the thickness like this, and just pull this inwards GZ and hold shift to move inward. Just of this subdivision modifier, E to extrude and on Z axis like this, and here just fill the faces and select these faces also and press Ctrl B to bevel with to set and shape where you want. So if we turn on back the subdivision, so it's look like this. So on the iPhone inside there's the metallic sheet placed. So let's go to edit mode, go to face select mode, hold alt and click on these faces to select a loop, press shift D and scale it down little bit by holding S like this. To give the thickness to this, just press alt E and extrude face along normals and scale it down like this. And go to edge select mode, hold alt and left click mouse to select the whole loop, second loop also, and press Ctrl B and bevel like this. So this is our chip. You maybe separate this from the iPhone, but I didn't want to separate. One more thing I do, just simply select this face and control numpad plus to grow the selection and make little big so it perfectly align with this one like this. Now for this inside part, just we add separate cube and scale it down like this. Go to edge select view, scale it down like this and scale it up on x-axis like this, and move little inside there and select the face that is this face, sorry, this face, and just move about like this. To prevent these sharp edges, just go this modifier tab and add modifier and search for bevel modifier like this. First of all, before add this bevel modifier, press Ctrl A and apply scale. Now enable this. So increase segments and right click and shade auto smooth, and also hold shift and select this iPhone, press Ctrl P and keep parent, so it also move with the iPhone. So if you separate this inner thing like this metallic part, you can do the same. Select iPhone, Control P and keep transform. Let's make these holes. So let's count how much many holes it is. 1 2 3 4 here and 2 4 6 10. These 10 holes are equally sized, but these holes is little bit big, so we separately made these holes. We first made these 10 holes. So go to edit mode and just what you do here, just simply first select these two and press I to insert like this and select these both edges and make sure you are in the middle point viewpoint. So S and press Y, scale it down to make the perfect cube like this. We also do the same for all these circles. So let's also do the same. Now select above edges, all edges like this. Also select these four. So make the pivot point to middle points and scale it down on y-axis like this, and go to face select mode and select all these faces and right click loop tools and circle. If you loop tools didn't have enabled, just go to edit preference. If your Blender version 4.3, go to get extension and search for loop tool, or you also, if you already installed and didn't enable, just go to add-on and search for loop tools and enable this just. So our circle matches. Just we what do we do, simply we first extrude on z-axis like this, and also go to edge select mode, go to select select loops and select boundary loops, so we only select the boundary loops around these, and also hold shift and alt to select these loops also and bevel them. Just press Ctrl B and make little bevel with two segments like this, two segment shape value like this. And now if we enable the subdivision, so here's our circle 4 here and 6 here, so it's not perfectly aligned with the reference part. It's okay, that's not a big deal. So we also made these tools. Let's make these tools. Just simply select this and also this, sorry, this and press I to insect like this, and select this above edges, press S and Y, scale it down like this, and select both and right click loop tools and circle, and same we do, just extrude like this, and just we off this, select loop, select border loop, hold alt shift and select outer edges, press Ctrl B, and first we, I think, scale it down a little bit. So we press S and press shift Z to exclude the Z axis, and before we make the speed to unusual regions, and scale it down like this. Now press Ctrl B and bevel them like this, and re-enable the subdivision modifier. So here's our below part. To add screws, what I do, just simply first select the, hold alt, left click and press shift S cursor to select it. Go to edit reference and search for bolt factory and enable this. Shift A, add bolt, and in this menu align the world to view so its face towards us like this. Okay, for bolts the type is Allen. Set head to X to cap and then scale it up like this. Right click and shadow to smooth and move inside there. Right set origin to geometry, scale it up like this and move inside. And same for this, just select this auto edit mode. Before select, just select this bolt, select this iPhone, press Ctrl P and keep transform, so it also move with the iPhone. Go to edge select mode and hold alt and left click to select the edge, shift S and cursor to select it. And now for this, instead of I duplicate, I just press alt D to duplicate the data of this. Press shift S, select it to cursor like this and move above like this. So we also make the screws. If we move, screws also move with this. Let's make the cameras. Just select the iPhone, go to edit mode and go to face select mode. Select from this to this. Hold Control Shift and press left mouse button click. So now press I to insert like this and get rid of these faces by deleting. So before we deleting that faces, just press Shift D to make a backup, and I will place it to backup collection. Now select this and delete faces. Now put the 3D cursor in the middle and let's count the faces which make this curve, like from this 1 2 3 4 6 7 8. So 8 means we need 32 vertices. We need 32 vertices of circle, because the 1/4 part of the circle adjust here. Just rotate on 90 degree and select the iPhone also and select this loop, scale it down and move above like there. Just match the reference, scale it down, move above like there, and scale it down on z-axis to match the reference fully like this, so it's fully matched the curvature. Now move this to x-axis like there and rotate on y-axis little like this, and let's on this snapping and make it to vertex, and let's go to as vertex select mode, and so let's snap the edges from this to on this snapping to this to this to this and this to this. Now delete rest of the vertices, just delete this circle, go to orthographic view and just line these rest of the vertices. Just select the vertices and press double G to edge slide first of this snapping tool and edge slide like this and move this up like this. So on one side curvature is done. Now just count the edges that make this circular shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Let's delete 12 from here. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Just delete and select this. It's 11 and make it to 12 like this. Make the pivot point 3D cursor and press Shift D. S X -1 so it places here and merge this vertex with this just on the auto merge vertices and move on x-axis like this and it automatically merge. And for this below part we simply need to move it back. Just deselect this, press double G to move back like this. Select this vertex and this, press F to fill. Just manually fill the faces. Just select this, fill, fill this, fill this, fill this, fill this. So here one vertex means just press Ctrl R to add vertex there and select fill, select this fill. So that's it. And we do same for this below part. Just move these edges little back so we have a space for this also. Move little like this and move this vertex up to there. Let's select 12 faces, 12 vertices here and here. We press X and delete vertices and select this part and just select these below vertices and just count this. Just also select these and delete these. So we only select these above and copy paste below. Just press Shift D, SZ -1. So as our auto merge on, just press GZ to move up and merge with this. It's auto merge. And same for this one, move out this. And for this below part we just fill the faces like above. You also select these loop, also this, just square to face and grid fill. That's it. And now our camera shape is ready and fill the face is just create and gone. That's not a problem. And press I to insect little bit like this and we move forward. Just I add reference for that orthographic view. Extrude to this line, press E to extrude to this line. That's it. And just hide this reference. So we bevel these first. Press just hide this, press Ctrl B and press add one segment, bevel this, shape value to 1 and turn on this. So this is camera part and also check the face orientation, so it's blue, it's okay. And for this back part just disable this, select this whole loop and turn on this, turn on the modifier and press Ctrl B and press C to off this clipping. Just scale it down little. Also first auto off the auto merge and now bevel this, make it little bit small like this and add segments and right click. So that's it. That's our camera side. And for these cameras I separately add there because they on this iPhone it's a lot of geometry here. And select this face and cursor to selected. Now go to iframe mode and add a circle, mesh and circle. So it's 32 vertices. I make it to 16. Press RX 90 degree. Scale it down like this and match the reference there. Scale it up like this. Move on x-axis, move on z-axis, more scale it up and press Ctrl 2 or 3 add subdivision modifier to make it perfectly circle. Just line up like this. Press Shift D to place it there. Shift D and exclude y-axis by press Shift S by and place it there. Again press Shift D and Shift Y again to exclude the y-axis and place there. So that's our three cameras. Select all the three cameras and this by pressing hold Ctrl and drag the mouse there to deselect the iPhone. And I again just move little on y-axis inside like this and I enable the reference. Press tab, go to edit mode and select the edges. Press A to select all and extrude on y-axis like this. Just turn off this reference. Now press F to fill and press A to select all. Go to select loops, select boundary loops and again select these and press Ctrl B to bevel like with one segment like this and your cameras are ready. Just select this iPhone by press shift and press Ctrl P and keep transform. So the cameras are transformed with these. Let's make these little details on around the camera. So the camera's lenses are different on these three cameras, so we make according to these. Just first go to orthographic view, select all the cameras, go to face select mode, select these faces, go to wireframe mode, just press I to insect and I think there is okay, and then just press E to extrude and move inside like this and press X and delete faces. And also select these edges, press Ctrl B and bevel like this. Now make this inside part like glass and lenses. So instead of deleting faces, I go back to there by just these are the select, press P and separate by selection and select all of these cameras and select these, press holding shift alt and press Ctrl B to bevel with one vertex like this. And now select these three. First select this shade auto smooth, select this shade auto smooth, select this shade auto smooth, select all of these, move on y-axis like there, and now we make the inner camera part like this one. Just go tab and edit mode, select the face, select face, go to wireframe mode and press I to insect like there, then press again I to insect again like there, and then just first select these with this extrude inside like this, then select this extrude inside and there's there's this lens place. So also apply subdivision modifier like this, and we also bevel these parts. Just select these like this and press Ctrl B and bevel, little bevel there. So that's it. Now go there and go to edit mode, press I to insect and move all the down there like this and extrude inside like this and select this, press Ctrl B to bevel with one face and press Ctrl 2 shades to smooth, and same for this one. Go to wireframe mode, press and go to edit mode, press I to insect like this, again insect like this. First select these faces and extrude make inside. Just select these, press Ctrl B to bevel, press Ctrl 2 and shadow to zoom. So there's our cameras. Now I add lenses and then glass on it. Now let's add lenses. So it's different sizes of lenses. Just select this face, press shift S and cursor to select it, then press shift A and add cube, scale it down like this, more scale it down like this. Go to edit mode, right click subdivide few times and press alt shift and S to make it like this. So I think I one more time subdivide and press alt shift and S to make it sphere like this. So we simply select these faces not behind and press Ctrl I to select the behind faces and press delete and faces. So select this edge and select the 3D cursor, select all and move. Also make the pinpoint 3D cursor and scale it down on y-axis like this. We first see the lens size is this. Okay, little scale up like this. So that's our lens. We do the same here and here. Select this inner face, press shift S cursor to select it. Select this, press shift D, right click and shift S and select it to cursor, so it will be there. Now we will scale it up. Just scale it up like this, and same for this lens. Just select this cursor to select it. Select this, shift D, right click, shift S, select it to cursor. Go to wireframe mode, scale it up like this and go to edit mode, select all S and scale it on y-axis like. Now we also created lenses, thus we now add glasses. Okay, these are not parent, so select all of them. Select the iPhone press Ctrl P, keep transfer. So now it will parent with this. Let's add glass on it. Also we made these little guys, this flashlight, I don't know what is this, and this little hole. So first we add glass and then we will see that. Or we make glass, simply select one of the edge like this, press shift D, right click P and separate by selection, select this, make the name to glass and go to edit mode, select all and fill the faces and add solidify modifier. Just go to general and add solidify. Now we have more control on this glass, just increase the thickness, same for all of these, just hide this reference like this, select this, select it to cursor, press shift D and control S, select it to cursor and same for this, shift D, right click, select it to cursor like this. And for this just select this, go to edit mode, select all and first press shift S and cursor to select it, then S and Y to like this. So that's how we make little details there. So go to frame mode, just click and press shift D, right click, separate by selection and go to wireframe mode, move right there, move up, scale it down. Sorry, we make the origin, individual origin, scale it down like this, move up like this and match the reference. When it's match, just simply go to edit mode, select all, press F to fill and press extrude and move right there inside and delete that face just like this, and just select this face, press Ctrl B to bevel with one segment like this. And for this roundness inner part, we simply do like this lenses. Just select this lens, shift D and exclude the y-axis, move it right there, go to edit mode, scale it up like this, move up. So first select this, shift S, select it to cursor, select this and selection to cursor like this. Then go to edit mode, select all and select 3D cursor viewpoint S, scale down on y-axis like this. So we move, it's already the part of that. So one more thing, we also need this one. So I think this is with the camera's mobile surface. I think, yeah, this glass is with the mobile surface. So what we make this like, this is little, I think little above on the surface. So let's duplicate this, shift A below, just match the reference. Okay, it perfectly match. Just scale, move up a little bit on Z axis and scale it down a little bit, make it to individual region, scale it down a little bit like this and go to edit mode, select this face, scroll the selection by press Ctrl and numpad plus and move on y-axis and make it like this. So let's make this little thing. So from this I simply press shift D, right click and I think I don't know what is this, but just we make this. So let's see what is, I don't know what is this. Select all, extrude like this, delete this back part, also delete this front face, select all, extrude, right click, scale it up like this little bit, then again extrude, move on Y like this, again extrude, right click, press S to like this, again extrude and move on Y axis like this, and I think that's it. And also remove the subdivision modifier from this. Yes, I don't know what is this, but so we also move right there, select the behind faces and move on y-axis to make it little. So that's it. So we put logos by textures. So this part is the part of the screen, so we make this by texture, so don't worry about that. And that's for the modeling tutorial, and let's jump onto the texture part. So let's apply materials and start texturing. Just first select the body, create new material and give the name iPhone body, and I search on iPhone body colors hex code and I found that, so I put the hex code in the description. You can copy and use in your materials. And now go to edit mode and select edges around the iPhone And when you selected edges, just right click and make it to mark same, and then hover the mouse where you mark same and press L to select the selection. After selecting, I add one more material for the side because the side is more dark than the main iPhone body. Or you can also duplicate the main iPhone body color material and increase the darkness, means lower the brightness in the base color. And for camera outer parts, you can apply same material which you apply in the sides, dark material. And for glass, you can add material and increase the transmission and crack down the roughness to 0 or 0.1. We see the back part. You see here the color here is different from here and this camera lens, so it's between this color and this color. It's mean first we select this and press Ctrl numpad plus to go selection and make the plus icon here and duplicate this iPhone side button which I apply on side on this camera lenses and iPhone sides, and here duplicate and assign, and now just make it little bright like this or make more bright like this so it's not look dark as this. If we closely look here, it's not too plain, it's a rough surface, so we add some grain on these both textures like this body and this dark texture. If we also look here, you also see this green texture and also on this cover. So let's add. Select the iPhone body and go to shading tab, move closely and here add shift add noise texture, and by select this press Ctrl T to enable this mapping and texture coordinate map, and make sure your node rectangular is enabled for this. If you did not, then go to edit and go to preference, add-ons, and search for node rectangular and enable this add-on. Now plug this object into vector because I didn't UV unwrap this shit. It takes a lot of time to unwrap that whole part. I unwrap but not all the iPhone, just for this logo and for the front screen, or maybe I give the separate texture and not unwrap. I just unwrap for the Apple logo and behind. So plug this color and add color ramp first and color ramp and plug this color into roughness, so we adjust roughness according to this. So zoom in and yeah, that's look okay. If we want to hard this green, just plug this black color and move forward. As you move black more close to white, it's more shiny. Grab this white and move forward like this. I think it's good to go. We didn't see correctly the grain. You also scale this down to 250 or anything you want to make it little big, like 150, so it's highlighted more. I just want to 290, which is initially set. Select these node and press Ctrl C to copy and select the iPhone side, paste it there, move back a little and plug this color into roughness. So here's our game. I download Apple PNG from PNG Wing. Guide goes to this website and download this PNG software paint.net. Open this log and make it to white color. First select the make selection tool and make it to white escape, and here we apply this Apple logo. Just press shift A, search for image texture node and open the Apple logo here and add mix color node. Apply this into a factor and plug this color and apply this into factor, and we give the color to this factor little dark, this make it dark, and just press L to select this, press U and minimum stretch unwrap like this and select all the faces, press R, X 180. We correct this, move right there like this, open this logo and that's it. So select this and rotate on -90 degree like this, and for all other part just press Ctrl I to invert the selection and select everything by pressing S A and scale it down, like this, more scale down, and press G and move to the side like there, and we only have logo on this part and it's also a shiny logo. So make it, if we make it more shiny, just make the color to more black, it's more shiny, but make it less black. For on front, if we closely look the front part, there's a black border there, so we apply black border. Now select this, okay, it's not work. Select edges on front for the black screen and then I will be back after selecting. Just right click and mark it same So for seam, we, the seam benefit is just we go to face select mode and hover and in these faces and press L to only select these faces. Now plus assign new, name it to screen black and assign and make it to black. Correct the material issues on corners, just bevel the edges which we select and mark seam. And for the screen we give separate material to this. Just go to edit mode, face select mode and hover here and press L to select this part and go to there, just add new material, assign new and make it, rename this to screen. So that's our screen. We give the screen texture later. So first we texture these parts. So here first simply select this button and press E to extrude and extrude inward like this and select edges bevel to one segment and shape value 1. Or just select these faces like this. Just press Ctrl and numpad plus to grow the selection, and here just press plus assign and select the iPhone side, duplicate this, assign this, and while selecting this material plug this out from roughness. So now it's the more clear than this bumpy surface like this. And the rest of button, this is metallic and this is metallic and rough, so let's make it also. Just go to edit mode. First we disable this and now just simply select this edge and press Ctrl and numpad plus to grow the selection like this. Assign this material like this iPhone side and assign this to this. Yeah, and for inside we duplicate this and make it less rough. So select this part and grow the selection like this. Select this, duplicate this and assign this and make it less rough like this, and I think more metallic, yeah, like this, and enable that subdue modifier to see how it looks. For this part I make it more rough and metallic. Sorry, I also signed to this part. So let's go to edit mode, select this edge and crank up the selection by pressing Ctrl numpad plus. Go to solid view. First disable this and grow the selection to there. Go to material tab and press plus sign and this one. That's it. Now it's shiny, it's not shiny, and enable the subdivision modifier like this. Assign the material black shiny like glass, make it to black like this, make it to shiny like this, or make it more shiny, or you crank up the metallic little bit. So for this part, select this and assign this material. What's the name of this material? Just cam background. So like the cam background, shade auto smooth. And for inside, we give different color. Just grow the selection little. Just assign separate material, new flash inside, and that's it. So we assign this roundness spiral textures. Now I make the design in Blender and now I bake normal map in Blender. What you do, just simply select this cursor to select, so cursor in the middle, shift A, add plane and make sure it's little above and add a material on this, let's say normal map, add image texture and create new and make this to circular normal map, and I will go for 4K texture, so 4096, and here's 32 alpha blank 32-bit float. So new image, and while selecting this image, first select this below object, then press shift and select this plane. Make sure you select this, and we enable this circular NP. Yet it's blank here, so go to render properties, set this render threshold to 2, I make it to 2, and go to bake properties and select the normal here and select it to active and make it to 2 also, and just click on bake. So wait a few seconds to bake. So that's our bakes texture, but I think it's too dense. I need to make it less dense. So let's first I adjust this. After adjusting and click on bake, I think that's more okay. Yeah. And now don't forget to save. Just click on these three lines image and save. Now delete this below part, and if we apply normal map to color and make it to normal, and we see this effect. So let's apply. With that material, make NP, press a U on the minimum stretch and make it to UV editor. Select everything and scale down to match it like this. Now for color, go to surface and set the color, so make it to light gray. Set this down, and it's also transparent, so make this transmission to 1 and crank up the roughness a little bit like this. If we see in render mode, it's like a plastic type, and I think the inner flashlight is like light orange, and let's make that light orange. Make this to rename to flash light and make it to light orange like this. And for this part we put the same color of flash gray on this. First apply cam black and make it to black like this. I think not purely black, like this, and crank up by control numpad plus the selection. Apply another material cam blue, it is more like a purple, and specularity, decrease the specularity and darken this like this. And for this lens part, cam lens, we make it also dark blue like this, make it metallic and make it shinier like this. I think it's more dark, or it's like a purple, so let's make little purplish color to this, yeah, to this, and make it little dark like this. So all lenses have this cam lens material, and same for this. I didn't find clearly what's this. Select this and press P and separate by selection. Now select this with then iPhone, press Ctrl P and keep parent. So it's also move with the camera. Now select this, go to edit mode, sorry, select this and just remove every material from that, and now make it, add new material, name it to mic as speaker, mic and speaker, and go to shading tab and let's add image texture, duplicate once, and I load up these mesh norm, this normal map and this color map, because I make this already, make this for my mic in one material. Just load up this color map, and for other image texture load up the normal map and plug this into paste color, and again plug this into alpha, so the black part will be removed and it's transparent. And for this, plug this color and add normal map, plug this normal into normal and press Ctrl T. If you enable node wrangler add-on, just press Ctrl T and move in the middle and plug this vector and again apply this here. And so it's plug in the UV, so we UV unwrap this first. Just go to edit mode, select A and U and set minimum stretch unwrap, so we have these transparent things. If we make it more smaller, you can increase this scale to 3 or 4. First select this, apply color, charging metal, make it to yellowish, and make it to little metallic like this, decrease some roughness. And for inner part, select icon. First select these faces and select these faces, and what's the color? It's like dark, this one. iPhone side, I duplicate the iPhone side, duplicate and assign to this and make it more darker like this. Increase the specularity, decrease specularity. For inside, I think it's more likely a dark black color, so add, assign new material, make it to dark black, assign and make it to purely black and decrease the IR of the specularity to 0, so it's purely black inside. Let's add texture on the screen now. Add the image texture and open screen texture, yeah, this one, and press Ctrl T. Okay, you will just go and press L and press U, unwrap, minimum stretch unwrap, and I open this front transform image here, make it there, increase the strength to 5. So we look this and also flip 180 degree on x-axis. We first adjust this, just scale it down like this and scale on x-axis like this, move and make it to 0. So our texturing is also completed. So I also animate this iPhone and make the product design of this iPhone in next video. So stay tuned. First I make product design and then I make the animation of this iPhone. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel, hit the like button if you like this tutorial and share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. See you next time.